And we're back. And it is, I think, like, someone definitely, like, awakes to this, to, like, the feeling of, like, mold broods dropping on the head, right? Like, that's definitely a thing. And, like, leaving, like, a red smudge.
I think it leaves, like, it makes, like, the sound of, like, an egg hitting a frying pan off of Tere's brass faceplate.
Yeah. Like, dunk. Yeah. Yep.
I think it's followed by giggling because Ro is up there shaking the branches.
Oh my gosh. What does morning look like for everyone?
Slowly walking out of the water, turning into a little girl, and just being like, "We have much to do today. Get on your feet when you're ready."
Wow.
Ro is going to hop down, and he is going to hold out a hand with a something very shiny in it to Mari.
Going to look at it, just like in your hand.
It is a necklace made of steel with 3 opalescent feathers in it.
She looks up at you and raises both eyebrows, like,
You kept things from getting worse for me when I fell on top of that thing. So here, payment.
she, like, very gently, like, takes it out of your hand with 2 fingers. She's, like, holding it like it might catch fire or something. And, like, that, no thanks necessary. It was predator versus predator. Knight just takes it. But you're welcome. And walks off.
Cool.
I would like to try and tell the future again.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
Oh,
Better do that. All right.
Whose future are you
Choose two,
telling?
Cammy.
Mostly mine, because it's seeing where I end up in the future and then telling myself. I'm going to say that it affects much more or much less, and it has unforeseen side effects. So you can decide those.
I think you foresee the party of all 4 of you turning into soot and crumbling to the ground. But I think I think you foresee, like, Turi sees, like, a man in a crown plunge his hand into all 4 of you, and you turn to soot and crumble.
But do I see the path up to that point?
I
guess that would be much less if I don't.
That was the intention.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you know that that's a possible ending of this day.
I'll tell everyone else that when the time is appropriate.
Okie doke. Yeah. Mari?
Yes?
What do?
Oh, I mean, like, if everyone's ready, it's just gonna be doing the same thing we did earlier yesterday. It's just gonna be, like, marching.
Sorry, my aim of that spell was to get +1 forward for moving on. So.
Oh, for moving on. Sorry.
Yes. So we get the +1 forward, but things are going to happen that could be bad later on.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think that I think that then the other thing that you have then is the smell of kerosene.
That's great.
You know the smell. You know that the smell of kerosene will aid you. Will like aid in the like finding of Atsis.
What were you saying that you wanted to do?
I was planning if we were. I was going to do a spell and also like commune with the god and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we need to see you communing in order to get your spells back.
So yeah, we see like, I think Aphon does like go up to the waterfront and like they pull their necklace off their like neck, which is just like, it's like a steel chain with like a bunch of like interconnected eyes on it.
Cool.
And yeah, they just like dip it in the water and say a few words, and so yeah, I'm gonna commune, so I'll do that. And then I also want to cast guidance and see what the wardens have in store for me.
Yeah, do that. Awesome, 10 plus.
All right.
So you're. Oh wait, are you casting a spell or are you doing divine guidance?
I'm doing the spell guidance.
The spell guidance. Where's that?
Yep,
found it. Cool. The symbol of your deed appears. Yep. Appears before you and gestures to in the direction of the course or the course of action your deity would have you take, and then disappears. Oh, interesting. Huh.
What's that fucker Shobi want you to do now?
Let me look at this. I'm just looking at my notes.
We've had in the 5th edition version of Splintering where we had a paladin of Shobi, and that was just all over the shop.
I mean, like different interpretations from different characters and things. Yeah, I think I think you see in the like reflection in the pool, in the creek. I think you see your reflection, and behind you, a figure in a crown, holding a sword, like places it once on one shoulder, once on the other, and then like gestures in a direction, and it's like that way. As you're like kneeled down in front of the water.
I mean, do they even? I feel like if they kneel too close to the water, they'll go a bit too far in. They're a bit short. But yeah, like
I assume they're like on one knee or similar. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just stand up and they're like, "Can we go this way?"
As long as it makes sense to Mari's like tracking sense and such, she doesn't have like. Does that way seem like the way we're going to go anyways, I guess?
Not specifically, but it does smell slightly of kerosene.
Like, I think she'll just sniff several times and be like, the path seems to lead that way.
Because, yeah, like there was a path that you were going to take, like a clear path that seemed like the obvious way, and then there's this other thing. So, yeah, it sounds like Aphon, Aphon can be helping Mari with the thing, whereas Cammy, if you're communicating these things, then that's giving a +1.
Sure, I will take all these outcomes. 1, so it's 2d6, right? +1. I will reroll the 2. Don't give me a 1, please.
Oh, you've got an extra 1 on top of that, so that's an 8, but yeah. So yeah, on a 7 to 9, you can either make progress towards your destination by if you overcome like a danger, or you can like find something find something interesting that isn't like progress towards where you're trying to go.
Progress.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. I think let me have a look. What was your destination specifically? It was the Bone Zone?
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. I think you find the way blocked by let me have a look at what I think is in this space. I don't think it's the one that I've rolled, so someone is going to step in a does that make sense? No. Yeah, no, someone's going to step in a trap. I think someone's going to find they're going to like hear the like clink and then the like piercing like pain of like metal jaws clamping around their leg.
I mean, I did the roll. I'm happy to take the trap.
Yep, so it's a D6.
I am blind.
That's also true.
I mean, if Cammy invokes her blindness, then she can get an XP for it.
Yeah,
exactly. So I miss it. So what sort of trap is it? Like a bear trap?
It's like a bear trap that is like chained to a tree. So it's a D6.
So in my waving of my blind cane, I kind of don't wave low enough to the ground, and I don't tap it. And so I put my foot in it, and it goes clang, and I go.
Yeah, and I think I think at this point, like as soon as it goes clang, something starts going like a little like two-stroke engine or something, and the and the thing on your leg starts to like feel warm.
Is it magic? Because like she'd sense it if it's magic. So like if it's gonna blow up or something. Okay. Fuck.
Can I tear it open?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I just straight up try and rip it open?
Yeah, just roll defy danger with strength.
All right. Oof.
I would be helping if possible.
Yeah, go for it. So yeah, you can re-roll that. You can re-roll one of those if you want, Zach. You've got a 2 and a 3. Which you're gonna re-roll?
I'll re-roll 2.
Okay.
Nice.
So that gets that up to an 8. So yeah, I think you do manage to like hold it open, but I think the two of you are also going to take a D4 as it starts to like burn at your hands as it like as the metal heats up, and like you can see the like the cable that is like tied it to this tree, or like I think it goes into into like a hollow in the tree, is heating up at the tree end first, and then that heat is like transferring down into the trap.
It makes sense, sort of, in the way that something like this would make sense.
Do I free the trap? Yeah?
Yes, you are. Around the trap, small like bits of like leaf litter are starting to smolder.
I mean, so am I scared that this tree might catch fire? Like if this thing keeps getting hotter?
I mean, like the hot end appears to be in the tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush over and like peer in the tree and see like what's causing it.
Yeah, there's a little there's a little two-stroke motor hooked up to like a brake cable that was connected to the trap. So it's like as soon as the trap sprung, it pulled the two-stroke motor to start up, which is now radiating heat into the cable.
So like I've never used it before because like I don't need it, but like she takes out like a what's it called? It's a specific type of club that
A
the
shillelagh?
druids. Thank you. She takes that out of like her cloak and just go bash in the motor.
I think you just do that. I don't think we need to roll for that. That just happens. A motor is a very complicated and delicate thing.
Alice, what does Mari wear?
So like I said, all of her clothes like seem mixed matched and unfitting. Like none of these clothes seem like they would like her cloak's a bit too long, but looks like it's been torn to make it so like it actually fits her a bit better. Her shirt is a bit like a little bit too long. Her pants maybe a bit too tight. Like it's all like stolen and torn and like dirty.
And she's like early teens, isn't she?
Yeah.
So,
Like 14, 15.
So Mari feels a tugging at her ill-fitting robes, and Ro is standing there and says, could you please stand back?
Why?
Oh, you broke the motor, but the heat's still there.
Steps back.
I am going to grab all the heat and just sort of condense it down. Have myself a little ball of fire.
Yeah, cool. Does that is that triggering a specific move? Otherwise, like you can
Zuko
totally...
style.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Yeah. Do you need to roll for that one?
Yeah, plus wisdom.
Yeah, do it. What's the 7 to 9 on that?
The effect is short-lived, lasting only a moment.
Yeah, cool.
The general effect is when you bend flame to your will.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, you've got this like tiny, like all of this compressed heat, at your disposal for a moment. But it had only really been getting started, so it's going to like dissipate pretty quickly.
I think that's okay. Just, not having a bunch of fire and some invulnerable leaf litter is probably okay.
Probably for the best. Yeah, cool. I think from here it's not far though. I think you can even hear the sound of like the running river from this spot. And yeah, you travel a little way further, and come across the big grey mud area with its with the bones and swords and like the fallen over half sunken carriage at the center of it. The smell of like dead fish and long overturned like silt has eased a little, but it's still quite pungent. And I think the whole thing, I think there are seagulls pecking at the bones and at the mud and like rifling through the riverbed. Great, huge grey seagulls. Ones that know that like a seagull has certain colors in certain places, but have just kind of been painted by someone lazily with watercolors. Just blah blah blah. Big dark beaks.
You said there was a carriage? Like, what sort of carriage?
It's like an enclosed carriage, like one that you would ride in, but like if you were also bringing, it's a bit longer than a one you would typically ride in. Not just like a normal personage carriage, but it has like that enclosed roof space.
Do we know where to go from here to the dry wood storage?
You would have to do another progress to get there.
Does anyone want to do anything special here?
Yeah, I think Ro is sitting down and meditating, breathing in and out, and you can see like a heat shimmer when he breathes out.
Mm.
I mean, so it's just so is this river like the actual bone zone, or are we almost there?
This is it. This is
Okay.
huge. It was once a huge battlefield that was then covered by a river, and now the river has changed course and goes around it.
I think I would want to explore the river a bit.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
I think she's I'm going to shapeshift into like ooh, Alligator would be the easiest. I think it's like a water snake actually.
Yeah.
I was just gonna slide in and try and like do a quick like surveillance of the
Yeah,
of the
that
river.
sounds like discerning realities to me.
That makes sense. Let me scroll to that real quick. Defy danger. Discerning realities. Wisdom K. Let me open my sheet back up. Boop. That's 7.
There we go. I was just waiting for it to come through.
There's 2 I really like.
I think maybe Aethon would help here.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd like to help, you are free to do so.
Yeah, like I think like you said there was the carriage there, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna climb up onto the carriage and like also have a look around and like point you towards like certain locations which are like slightly more enclosed or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if this fails, I level up. If it succeeds, then that's also cool. So I level up.
Hey.
Oops.
Yeah.
Does that happen when I camp next, or?
Yeah, let's do it when you camp next. I think that makes sense. I mean, it technically happens whenever you've got like time and rest.
Okay.
So that's up to you for your for like what seems appropriate to you. But
can I sense anything with my spidey sense?
yes.
So there is something magic.
Yeah, I think you noticed that you're like, huh, there's something magic here at the point where like a skeletal hand like grabs a hold of Mari the water snake, and like yeah, just kind of like I think grabs a hold and like starts and like the rest of the skeleton starts to like pull itself out of the mud, and I think it's got these I think you can see in like its eye socket it's got like a stone in like one of its like skeletal eye sockets, and it turns around and it turns that to face Aethon and just like stares at Aethon while like lifting Mari the water snake above its head.
These are undead, right?
Yep.
Can I use turn undead?
What do you do?
I raise the amulet, like Aethon raises the amulet off their neck and just holds it in the air, and like I think like a small like lightning like strikes it or something, and it just starts like pulsing as they start like chanting about like something about like the stars or something similar to that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Do you need to roll for that? Is that charisma?
It is wisdom.
Wisdom, excellent. Yeah, in which case, yeah, it like it stands there and it refuses to approach you, but it does like take its other hand and like grab a hold of Mari, and Mari you can feel it like stretching and pulling at you, trying to like just pull the snake in half.
Sure.
I'm gonna karate chop its elbows off with my stick. Like
I have I can do something first if like because I can just make it so it can't hold me now, and like so that it's unnecessary, and then you can hit it if you would like.
I'm trying to free because it grabbed you. Was I close to it when it grabbed Mari?
I mean, I thought I was in the water, like the actual
Yeah.
water itself.
Yeah, she was.
Okay, never mind.
So yeah, you want to like not be grabbable?
Yeah, essentially.
Do you want to roll your transformo?
Yeah. All right, we'll take that, but we'll take that later. Wisdom. That's a 10.
Awesome.
I think swamp creatures.
You're gonna turn into something else, or are you just making that the 10 for being a water snake?
I think I just turned into a bigger snake, actually.
Mhm.
Like, it was just like a little glider type thing, but now it's like some, like a something that can, like, wrap around it, actually, and, like, drag it and crush its bones.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely.
So, like, it just slowly starts, yeah. So yeah, that is the thing.
Yeah, definitely. Do you want to spend a hold to try and, like... Do you want to spend a hold to like squiggle out of danger, or a hold to like try and wrap around it and crush it?
Wrap around it.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, you're spending one of your hold?
Yep.
Yeah. So you like you wrap yourself around the skeleton, the like points of its ribs and things like digging into your skin. At which point, yeah, like it's like gone from holding this thing to being held by Mari. What did you want to do, Cammy?
I thought if I was next to it, I would have bonked its arms off to free Mari, but I wasn't yet.
Yeah, it's about like knee deep in the water.
Can I cast a spell with the trait of peel back the veil to effectively get who is in control here?
Kind of. I mean, you can cast a spell to peel back the veil to like learn secrets and things.
Yeah, like to see what the undercurrents kind of are here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds like casting a spell.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
I think that it's always the same, like, because she has to resonate. She has to find the frequencies that she's looking for. And no one else, like, maybe the air shimmers a bit like a heat wave, but, like, from behind her brass plate, she can see, like, all of the, kind of like Toph in The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Which does earth sense.
Choose two.
I think it will last not very long, and it will draw unwanted attention because I'm trying to find the power source of that, like, crystal. So the crystal is obviously animating the skeleton, but is there like more of them?
It's definitely not a crystal. It's not, but it is a stone.
But are there like more of them? Is this a bigger thing?
Yes, there are more of them littered around the ground here.
Okay. And they're probably aware of me now.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, as soon as like you like hum, I think they all resonate, and the lines and the like the cracks and lines in them start to like light up with this cyan glow. And yeah, I think several more figures start to try and like emerge from, and yeah, some of them are wearing like red coats with the buttons. Some of them are wearing like dark gray and blue camo, but and like yeah, and some of them have got like a stone like lodged in one of their pockets or something, and some of them have got like a stone like caught in their rib cage and things like that. But yeah, they stand and like I think they just stand and like arm themselves, but mostly just like prepare and get ready and start like watching Turi as if like trying to work out what's going to happen next.
I am going. Turi is going to go and stand next to Aphon because Aphon. I imagine Turi can see the divine magic.
I mean,
that's going on
you
there.
can definitely hear Aphon like continuing their prayer.
So I think Turi says we should probably stand near the priest.
Yeah, they you're still wrapped around one, Mari. You're muted. Sorry.
My bad.
That's right.
I'd preferably like to like crush this thing before skittering off towards the.
I think you can spend a hold to do that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I will spend a hold and have one left, and crush this thing into dust, and then slither off to the.
I think you crush its body. I think the head is still there, going like
Yeah, great.
But yes, I think and so the others will not approach Aphon, certainly.
Were you going to
Excuse me.
Bro?
Well, that depends. Do we need to destroy them? I mean, they're not a threat to us anymore, thanks to Aphon. I suppose your warden actually is coming through on this.
I think you hear Mari just hiss at them loudly.
As much as our friend here obviously wants to continue her carnage, I do recommend we just stay in a close group and then just try and walk through this place.
Yeah, I guess like Mari will turn human at that comment and be like, "Is your god also a coward's god? Do you wish these things to litter our lands?"
If we're putting this to a vote, I'm for carnage.
I like the thing that I've chosen in my class. I literally can't cause damage with caster spells, so I'm all for being tricky and evasive.
I mean, if you want to cause carnage, you just make me drop this thing and we'll start the bloodbath, I guess.
It's not exactly carnage if they're all skeletons and corrupt.
More like
None of them will
bone.
bleed.
It would be interesting, actually, to learn what powers these creatures.
That's a good point.
I think that's when Ro just reaches up and slaps the holy symbol out of Aphon's hands.
At which point,
you are a gnome, and Aphon is a halfling.
Yeah, this is the halfling and the short folks.
I guess, yeah, it's not really reaching up; it's just reaching across.
Down.
yeah. So, yeah, like a half dozen skeletons charge towards you.
I would like to hold them in place with my space magic.
Better roll that. Pick 2.
So I think it will draw unwanted attention towards me specifically. One, because I'm a weak little baby mage. Two, because they can see me through my magic, like because they're magic. I don't know. That's my fiction, and it won't last very long. So I think, so Turi instructs everyone to lay in because she can't hold them still for very long.
Okay, so yeah, they all become like just bogged in the mud, right? Like you just twist the mud so that it like lets them sink, but doesn't let them pull their feet back out. And for a moment they're like, whoa! You know, they like struggle to regain their balance, and then yeah, shake their spears and swords and things at you. What's everyone else doing?
Ro is handing Aphon's amulet back to them and then fleeing.
How deep is this water?
The water-
We're in mud now.
Yeah, you're in mud now. The water goes down to like several meters deep.
Okay. I'm going to turn into a big black bear.
Cool. You better roll that.
That's my plan. Because apparently bears can be in swamps. That's pretty cool. That's a 7.
You got 2 hold.
What can bears do?
They can definitely swipe the heads off shit. And like climb trees and steal lunches.
Use 6 sword.
Does the climb trees and steal lunches, were those 2 separate ones?
Those are 2 separate ones. And they can probably like bite things real bad.
I don't know how familiar y'all are with bears, but they are goddamn fast.
They're also big.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
right.
why they can
Oh,
knock
yeah.
the heads off things.
But they reach, like, not quite highway speeds, but yeah.
By comparison, koalas are slow and have chlamydia.
I mean, some black bears might have chlamydia. We don't know.
I don't. I'm just gonna.
If you're sleeping with a black bear, get tested.
I'm just gonna murder some skeletons. I think.
Okay.
I think that's my plan.
Okay. You're attacking a skeleton?
Yeah. I'm gonna. I mean, so I guess question: I guess we don't know if I swipe the head off the thing, will the head continue to be animated but not the rest, or will it all be the thing?
You can spend a hold to just scatter the bones.
Yeah, I think I'll spend a hold to scatter the bones of one. So I'll just like sort of tackle it and start just like I think I get my paws in its rib cage and just tear.
Yeah, that looks awesome. The bones go flying everywhere. They go clunk dunk dunk clunk. What's other people's plans?
Just stare angrily at the gremlin thing.
So, oh geez, Cammy trapped them or Turi, I guess, trapped them in the mud.
Mm-hmm.
Ro is gonna try and bake the mud so they definitely can't pull their legs out.
Cool. Is that like using the fire to create something?
I'm not sure.
I think you're just using whatever your spellcasting skill is. I think you're using that to defy danger.
Okay.
The danger being they get to keep walking.
Okay, that's a 4.
All right, well that's neat because do you know because like it's okay because Henri still has Henri is sorry dang it Turi is still like holding them in place and just concentrating on that spell and ow they're throwing spears and swords at her, oh my god, ow. So that's a d6 plus 4 that she's taking.
Wow.
Sorry.
You just like, yeah, you're like, and it just doesn't do anything, and then suddenly there's just like the clatter of like spears and swords and shit.
What's your total HP, Cammy?
13, 1 armor, and so that takes that down to 8. So that puts me at 0 hit
That puts you at 0 hit points
Wait, when did you take harm earlier?
from the bear trap.
from the bear trap.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
I forgot about that.
I'm sorry, Chewie. You gotta roll that. You gotta roll that 2d6.
So what are the death rules in this game again?
You roll 2d6. That's it. And then. Yep.
That's a fail.
That's a fail.
She's
I'm
dead?
so sorry, Cammy.
Can you help?
Actually, that's a good point. Someone could have helped on.
Can you help stabilize an injury at least, or is that not a thing?
No, you can't help on the death roll.
My question was more could the cleric heal at 0, and would that be enough to like
Not if it's a 6.
cat?
I mean, here's the thing. Henri might not be dead right now. Sorry, Turi might not be dead right now. Turi is just marked for death. Turi is going to die.
Okay.
Turi has got some. Turi has now lost enough blood that her body has decided that it's going to do a little bit more, but not a lot.
So what would any options, if there are any, be?
What, to save her? None.
Yeah. Okay.
At all?
I mean, unless you want to do a magic that brings someone back from the dead or something like that.
So, when Mari crushed that skeleton with the stone in its eye, is the stone still around?
I mean, you could just go and try and get the stone out of the clattering skull.
She's not dead yet, so we have to finish this encounter, and then she'll be like, "Oh."
Well, I mean, like, you know,
I'm taking this as like you've kind of got one action left in you,
I've got one action left in me.
or like one thing, you know.
Okay, well, I'll keep holding this spell. While
It's called Last Breath, right? That's what the move is called. You are taking your last breaths.
But I mean, you dying and then the cleric being convinced to try and bring you back with the thing is kind of cool. Like, shove that crystal in your mouth and see what happens.
There's still a bunch of skeletons.
I mean, I'm not the one that would be doing it. I can hold off some skeletons.
Sorry, what was the plan? You want to spend hold to destroy another skeleton? Was that what that was?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off the skeletons while they do whatever their plan is.
Yeah, that sounds like defying danger with either strength or.
I'll defy danger with strength.
Or constitution.
That's a 12.
Heck yeah! All right, so the other skeletons are being occupied by Mari.
Yeah, so Ro gathers up the stone from the clattering skeleton, or skull, and peels back Turi's metal faceplate and just jams it in there. This stone into the, I don't know, left or right eye socket, Cammy?
None! There's no eyes, it's just a void!
Well, I mean, yeah.
Exactly, there's space there.
Great, awesome. This is incredibly interesting. Let me just check.
So one of your the character that's a necromancer isn't actually going to be the lich. They're a frog. Interesting.
Can I cast Sanctify on this thing before we ram it in her face?
That'll ruin it.
That would make it not be all magic and stuff.
I'm going to count this as assisting.
Okay.
On Cammy's last breath.
So I re-roll the last breath.
You can re-roll one of the last breath dice.
So obviously I'm re-rolling the one that rolled 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. Death himself will offer you a bargain. Take it and stabilize, or refuse and pass beyond the black gates into whatever fate awaits you.
Bargain me up.
Become a creepy undead.
Turi, you're so young in this place, and yet so old in other ways. Turi, you wish to see what is beyond the veil, and that can be yours. But if you wish to live on, then you will become as as these others that wander this place, and you will never see what is beyond the veil. You will never have true knowledge. Only what your senses, those that are left, can provide.
Is that revoking one of my things?
Mm-hmm. And you become as the things that rise up from here.
A skeleton?
Not specifically.
Undead, I think, is the...
I will take this deal.
Excellent. Yeah. You shove the So yeah. Rose shoves this stone into the void where Henri's eyes should be, and then closes the brass like covering back over it, and immediately, I think Aphon would recognize this as like an omen, because the like metal is struck by lightning, fusing it in from like a nice plate into like a mess of like metal and of like brass and flesh onto her face, and just soot is just completely like covering her face from the like from the metal outward, and I think she sits up, and the moment her mouth opens, just soot pours out.
Like forever, or just as I wake up?
I mean, we'll see.
Okay.
There's still skeletons.
Hello.
Yeah. I think I would let it ride if you wanted to make a tactical retreat with that existing one, but that's up to you if you want what you want to do.
How many are left?
You've killed one of the 6 that was standing, so there are 5 left. Which is why Henri took a d6 plus 4, because plus 1 for every additional creature doing damage.
I see. I mean, I guess, like, Mari's hasn't backed off yet, and won't do so until someone starts, like, yelling at her, too. Because I don't think she noticed that, like...
Weird shit happened?
Yeah. Like, I think she heard the lightning and might have, like, recognized that's what that was, but I don't think she realized that, Tori died or anything. Like, I don't think she was paying Turi, rather. So, like... I'm at the very least going to spend that last hold to take another skeleton out.
Yeah, totally. So that would bring it down to 4 skeletons standing.
And then, what else? Like, she turns back into a little girl just standing in this water and is, like, hissing still at the rest of them.
On the plus side, they're not armed anymore, so they're kind of just, like, going at you with their skeleton-y, bony hands.
Yeah, some of them are, like, missing hands and, like, trying to poke her.
Yep.
So what is everyone else wanting to do?
Yeah, I was like, what happens now, team?
I want to fight. I'm gonna fight. I know Aethon would want to fight here.
Yeah, like I was like, does Aethon want to like because like Aphon, you like clearly recognize that as an omen of Shobi. So like, if
And
that's
that
a thing,
makes that makes them all the more intrigued to find out what these rocks are.
yeah, totally. Yeah. What do you do? Do you just like go and hit them with hammers, or?
Yeah, like I mean, I can't if we can word it like this. You know, like how in one of the Thor movies where he like spins the hammer and does like the uppercut thing. I kind of want to do that to a skeleton.
Yeah, cool. Roll hack and slash. Fuck yeah! Do you want to do the additional damage, or do you want to just do your regular?
Yeah, I'm gonna push it.
Yeah, cool.
Side note: when Turi moves her head now, I want it to make the sound of like of dice moving around in tin.
Like a cowbell.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I chose to do it too.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you like knock the like arm and like part of the rib cage and shoulder like just off of one of these, and it like staggers back, and then it's like, and like just tries to like swipe at you with its other arm. So yeah, you're gonna take a d6 from skeletal fingers.
All right, so that's 1 because I have my shield out.
Nice, cool, yeah. So it's like the only damage that it does is the like slight bruising to your shield arm. Yeah, cool.
Can I pull a spear out of myself and volley these guys?
Yes.
Soot pulls out of the wound rather than blood.
It's not blood, it's soot.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh yeah. Yep, cool. So for a volley, do you want to do less damage? Do you want to put yourself in danger?
Put myself in danger. No. What's the less damage? Just want to look it up.
What is actually your
mine-
HP situation?
Am I back on full health? Am I on 1 health? What?
No, you are stable. Not back on full health. So you this is the thing that like Luke and I were discussing. It's weird because it describes it differently in the health section than it does in the actual move. Let me find the health section. Harm and healing. Damage.
I took less damage. I did less damage, but I still did 2.
Nice, cool. Yeah. Is that on a new one or the one that is being attacked by Aphon?
I think I would try and peg the one that Aphon's attacking in the head.
Yeah, in which case, the head comes off, and now now it's just like a headless body. I think it's got like in its chest cavity is where the stone is, and so now it's like just swiping left and right.
So Ro is going to reach into his chest wound and pull out a pan full of fire.
Cool.
He's going to try and hurl it at the headless skeleton.
Yeah, that's not gonna work for you. Yeah, you I mean, guess who's in front of the headless skeleton?
Oh, God.
Is it Avon?
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
So do you want to roll your damage?
Not really, but I will.
There we go. Avon, do you want to defy danger? Yeah? Cool. Is that with strength or with like dexterity or constitution?
Strength for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They just turn around, and just bat the fire away.
Cool. Roll to like to defy it. Heck yeah! That's rad as, rad as heck.
My strength is good.
Yeah, Cool. So yeah, you knock the fire out of the way, and don't take any damage. Cool. Good job.
I think my plan is to like go for one of the ones that hasn't been like hurt yet, and like scream, run and tackle it. But like I'm gonna like rather than like tackling it like full frontal, I'm like gonna like try and grab it by the shoulders and like get behind it and pull it underwater and do that thing alligators do where they spin around a bunch and just start like pulling bones out while it's underwater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you trying to like hurt it in that, or are you trying to like?
Yeah. I'm trying to just hack and slash.
That sounds like
a
hack and slash. Yeah.
Yeah. That is a 4. That's what that is.
Cool. Awesome. You forget to stop screaming when you get in the water.
I mean, I actually don't breathe. I don't have to breathe.
Oh, right. Okay.
Druids!
Yeah. All right. I mean, it's just going to do you a d6 damage because neither does it.
That's very true. I think, like, yeah.
It just tries to pull your jaw off, right? Like, from your open mouth.
Fuck it. We're just wrestling underwater at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Aphon, everyone's throwing things at you or near you.
What should I do? I mean, I know what Aphon wants to do. It's wrote down in a thing called alignment. But I wonder if it's practical.
That is the question.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep swinging. That's
all right. Cool. You're gonna go with this like. So there is in front of you some feet bones connected to some leg bones connected to some hip bones connected to some back bones connected to about a half a rib cage, which is connected to a shoulder and most of an arm. It's still going at you.
Time to beat it up.
All right, cool. Hack and slash that.
That's an 8.
So yeah, take a d6 and do your damage.
All right. Let's hope this thing dies.
All right, it does die. You and then is that your damage?
Yeah, that was mine.
Yeah,
so roll
the
one as
one
well, right?
you take.
Oof.
Oh, all right. Like, I think the thing is, you just explode it, and like shards of bone like embed themselves into like your face.
Mm.
On the
I'm
plus
already
side,
missing an eye.
on the plus side, like there are only 3 skeletons left at this point. One of which is being mud wrestled. I don't know.
I would like to use my newfound evil D20, and I want to call across space through them because they're all linked, obviously, and then they're mine. I want to control the skeleton.
I don't think that counts as being within your things, but you can definitely attempt it. I'm not giving you the +1.
What if I just call across to them and blow the crystals up?
Are you trying to draw the crystals to you? The stones to you?
I would also like to do that.
Because if you're doing that as opposed to controlling them, that's a different thing.
I would like to take me some rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I will say it saps my energy and has unforeseen side effects despite succeeding in the way I want it.
Yep. This is amazing. Because Turi doesn't know about the other stones. Which means that Turi draws all of the stones. There's probably about like a solid big double handful. The skeletons just fucking fall apart. Turi draws like two big full handfuls of stones to her, and then falling from the sky, chunks of stone start falling from the sky, burning with purple and cyan fire. And everyone is going to need to somehow not get crushed by giant bits of flaming stone falling from the sky.
I'm gonna turn into an eel and just dive dirt further in the water.
Yeah, sounds good. Do you want to roll your transformation and spend a hold?
Yep. Cool. Done.
So spend one of those holds to not be crushed by falling giant flaming stones.
That is done.
I'm gonna hide in the carriage.
Yeah, you can roll.
Is the carriage sufficiently
I
reinforced?
don't think it would be.
Okay.
I think we see the carriage just get crushed.
We all look at the carriage, and then a rock goes boom.
Yeah. That's 100% because like the entire bridge from the chasm is like.
How do we want to defy this danger?
I don't know. I wish you all luck.
So, Ro is going to fuel the fire surrounding the rocks on one specific side.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. That sounds like using you use charisma for casting, don't you?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, so
controlling fire.
that sounds like you're using your. No. That sounds like you're using intelligence because that's quick thinking.
Works for me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
Would anyone like to help me with that?
So what were you aiming to do?
Launch the rocks away with the
Using
impromptu
fire magic.
rocket engine.
I don't know how
Can
anyone's
I-
going to help you with that.
Can I?
I mean, you say this, but my warden is like the sky.
Well, I
Yes.
was going to say you could help by succeeding on the roll with the 10 and then spending your defy. Like, it's almost like a group
Here's what
thing.
it sounds like. It sounds like the three of you are moving as one. Right?
Yeah.
So I think all three of you should roll a defy danger of some sort. 10s will save 6 minuses, and 7s will be normal. So
There
yeah.
you go.
Cool. So
My idea was, so I've just gathered all these stones, and then I can see them falling out of the sky now, and I just throw them back at themselves.
Aphon, you're the last one who needs to make a save.
I'm afraid, hopefully.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Pray.
Cool. So yeah, after a few moments, the sound of falling flaming rock is replaced with just like a gentle crackling of like this weird flame.
So, do I mark XP for that? I think,
No,
but-
because you were saved.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of quiet now.
I'm just gonna slither out of the water and turn back into a person and be like, "Is everyone all right?"
Yes.
Time for a break.
Do we want to continue on to the Syndicate?
I mean,
Let's
No.
take a break and see, and we can think about what we want to do next during the break. We'll be back shortly, chat.